So we're now continuing our level 3 quest and we're level 10. And that should be handy for later on because obviously extra health and such. Now is Professor Black gonna still be there? So we say, I don't know, I was gonna say wait. I mean, it did change the time though, didn't it?
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait.
Just be like, oh, what did you do? You shouldn't have done it on your own.
Section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time.
The question is, if it was the goblin guy,
here, below Hogwarts.
why would the book still be there? Where it,
so
I'm guessing it happened maybe in the past.
Another pensive, Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Alright. Quests. There we go. That was a cape, wasn't it? Where'd that go then? Oh, there it is. Yeah, definitely keep with that.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach
Yeah,
you
come
an
on.
additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Alright. Now that's gone back, I can... So there is actually a lot, you know, open world to actually view, which is quite nice. Obviously you got Hogwarts, you got Hogsmeade, and you got loads of little hamlets. Alright, so what other quests we just got then? Oh, Expelliarmus, that's really nice. First one's free, combo practice, and then obviously beating her and Herbology class. Alright, go meet, shall we? Alright, we'll do these two classes and then I think we'll end it for today. But that all depends on what car comes on them. In hindsight, I'm thinking maybe I should have just used the flu network and travelled here. No, my luck, I travel right next to it, and then run all the way to the other direction.
Oh, my mother makes the most delicious salad. The sorting hat, eh?
So I don't know where it's taking me, but yeah, it's gonna make me run all the way there. Oh, I'm gonna run all the way there anyway. Hagrid's hut, different even back then. Yeah, just look at this guy's robes, look a bit weird and different. So maybe he's on the Quidditch team and that's why his robes are, you know, full red. Let me go just take a quick shortcut. I guess when we have a first flying lesson, obviously after that you get a fly, and then I'm guessing first beast lesson you get the fly with a mount, but I don't know. Oh wait, this must be Hagrid's hut actually. Oh, I don't know. Alright, let's have a little look-see. More legendary gear. Oh. So what we'll do is
This
we'll
could
go
prove
to
dangerous if
when
I'm
we
not careful.
hopefully find a vendor and sell some stuff. I don't want to discard stuff and then obviously lose it.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our
Why do I
carriage.
feel like
What
at
on
the end,
earth?
towards
There's one
the
more
end,
thing.
like
It's a
the
bit
Order of the
odd,
Phoenix,
if
you're
I'm
gonna have
honest.
your own little team kind of
Professor
thing.
Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting
You're
that
really
troll.
crap fighter.
And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Revelio.
I beg your pardon! How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Well, I forgot. It's gonna be some like some pompous person. Wrong section completely. Oh, it's the next one along. So you're just gonna destroy our standard items just so we can. Just so I can literally just pick up some gear, because it constantly going, oh, you can't pick this up and shit is annoying me. Alright.
Revelio.
Oh, that's a quest. Can't get in that, so we'll just continue.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far. They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student!
That's nice.
You can't be
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
stupefied!
I am
Think you're clever, don't you? Well, you'll see.
Yeah, I do actually. Kick your butts easy enough.
Oh, what's the light go out of your eyes? Halt, potatoes! We can hold them off!
I'm not going anywhere with you.
Going back! You'll take this student...
Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
I hate that!
Potato.
That's just the beginning.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders.
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Ah, she's a nerd.
Of the legend of King Arthur.
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures.
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet.
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk.
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swirl, and we'll see what happens. My word! See that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
I have a feeling we're going to need this.
Charted
instead.
territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
What's this going to give us then?
Merlin's beard! How beautiful! What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Alrighty. Alright, so we've got Herbology class, and now we'll probably activate the last one, will probably be another class, and then we'll stop for the day. So, back to Hogwarts. I want to do that, I want to do that. Herbology class is there.
No better feeling than the wind.
I can't believe that didn't activate when we were last here. Must have not been close enough to it.
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class.
Garlic.
A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
Effing Rose!
Together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio.
Ah, Christ. What am I, a second year?
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Quickly, Reparo, quickly.
should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
I guess it's going to be those normal...
Yes,
oh yeah,
Professor.
I've got Silent
Firstly,
Warrior.
well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Done. Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a
What,
good
these
chomping.
cabbages?
Yes,
Some kind of
Professor.
They're in
evil
the other greenhouse.
incarnate
It's just at the end of the footbridge
virgin
leading out of
devils or
this
something.
room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh,
Ooh.
and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place, Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomp... Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants.
Hey,
Not like
language.
stupid booba tubers and bouncy bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you
Yes,
back in
because we are
class.
so far from the freaking classroom, aren't we? So we're just next door.
that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Professor Garlic would teach us more about flesh.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
Alright. Alright, that's saying next one's up. What's this last one? Is that potions? Yeah.
If I had to pick a favourite professor, I'd choose guard. Underneath that chip persona lies the
Swear I just heard the key.
Professor Hecat used to work for the
It's
ministry.
a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait is there.
If I had to pick a professor to race against, it'd be Hecat.
Oh, let's continue.
Maybe Auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school.
Professor Black would never allow this. It would make him look completely incompetent.
Hope this Professor Sharp's not like anything like Professor Snape. Moody and
Potions
such.
is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth
Oh.
years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Now do we need the brew? Or is it going to be an
I
instant
see
done?
most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumor.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes. We met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
What's the bet in?
As long as
oh crap! I was gonna no. Oops.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Your potion should not.
Notes all every. And then.
Potion stations organized and free of clutter.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it!
Oh! Gryffindor! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron,
Wheezy's
I
crazy.
will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration for the rest of term.
Luckily I saw that just in time.
Sir Nicholas, our house ghost, is looking for you. You can find him near the Great Hall.
The Nicholas, so I'm guessing nearly had the Nick. Okay. Just hear meow. Alright.
Revelio.
Two. There was. That one kind of looks like the symbol of the Deathly Hallows.
Off on another adventure, are we?
I haven't been called Puffskein Dunking once since you brought me that venomous tentacular leaf. I think I am actually braver.
Yeah, you're totally braver. You're not bugger all, but yeah, you're totally braver.
Revelio. Levioso. Accio.
You there? Yes, you.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Yes, Sir Nicholas de Mimsy Porpington, at your service.
Nice to meet you, Sir Nicholas.
I know about the book you found and its missing pages. I may be able to help. Follow me, if you will. It's not too far.
Wait, how do you know about the book? And that it's missing pages?
Word gets around amongst the ghosts. You were spotted with Mr. Sallow in the restricted section. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me.
Okay, he's dead, but does he have to walk like it and take
This
so
may be a
long?
leap, but I believe I know who ended up with those pages. I'd be happy to take you to him, if you'd be so kind as to perform a small favor for me along the way.
A small favor in exchange for getting those pages.
Yes, it's nothing really. I'd be grateful if you could simply go into the kitchen and procure a little rotten roast beef.
I beg your pardon. Roast beef. Rotten roast beef.
That is correct. Rotten roast beef. If one floats through it just right, one can almost taste it.
Ugh. I suppose I can do that. But why me?
It's simple, my young friend. My ghostly form cannot carry it. Now, if you'd be so kind as to collect the roast beef, I shall explain everything else in due course.
Revelio.
Here we are. Tickle the pear and head on in.
Did you say tickle the pear?
Yes, in the painting. I'll wait right here. Do try not to get in the way of the house elves. I'm already imagining sweet aroma of rotten roast beef.
Okay, that's just a bit weird.
A student
never will
in the
understand
kitchen.
students.
What
Plenty
did they
of
want?
delicious food and what found themselves a bit
Revelio.
likely.
Certainly
You know how
makes
hungry
Rookie's
growing
job
humans
easier.
Here's a welcome treat. Delicious. Revelio. Ugh, there's a disgusting smell. I must be getting close.
Oh, a student? What a treat! What can Finky get for you? A pumpkin pasty? Perhaps some Welsh rabbit?
Sounds lovely, but what I really need is this rotten roast beef.
Ah, Nick sent you, didn't he? Please help yourself. Finky supposes Nick's
Just
tired
knew
of
straight away,
loitering
just like it's
about
Nick in it.
simply to experience the faintest memory of the taste of food.
It was nice to meet you. Thank you for the beef.
Happy to help, and to meet you as well. Please give Nick Finky's regards.
Who knew all of this was going on right beneath our feet?
Explains where all the food comes from, though.
Revelio.
Ah, you're back. No trouble, I take it?
Not at all. Finky sends her regards, along with the rotten roast beef.
Ah, glad to hear it. Kind elf, Finky. Now, let's get that beef to Sir Patrick Delaney Podmore, and you'll be one step closer to finding those pages.
This is all rather cryptic, Sir Nicholas. What's going on?
Terribly sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Sir Patrick organizes the Headless Hunt, a group of headless ghosts who gather for various, headless activities.
Headless activities?
Yes, you'll see. Anyway, I don't know how, but a member of that hunt, Richard Jackdaw, had the pages when he was alive. My plan is to take the rotten roast beef to Sir Patrick so that he'll allow me, us, to engage with the hunt and speak to Jackdaw. Shall we?
Very well. I'd like to meet Sir Patrick myself and see this headless hunt.
Ah, wonderful. You won't regret it.
Their heads while away the afterlife.
Do stay behind me. It's Sir Patrick we want.
Oi, Nesta, look who's here. What have we told you, nearly headless Nick?
Hello, Sir Ramsed. Do let us pass. We brought a little something for Sir Patrick.
Probably come to try to beg his way in again.
Do they always talk to you like that?
Ah, all in good fun. Once Sir Patrick lets me join the Headless Hunt, I'll be right there with them. This offering is sure to win him over.
Don't forget why I'm here, sir.
Rest assured, you'll have your information from young Jackdaw in no time. Wherever he may be.
So it kind of feels like he's just using you, though.
For a flagon of mead or a nice leg of lamb right about now, then this party would be complete.
How about the next best thing, Sir Patrick?
Ah, Sir Nicholas. And a student. Who let you in?
We brought you a gift.
This is all very suspicious. What do you really want? As if I need to ask.
It's Richard Jackdaw. Where can we find him? May we speak to him?
Jackdaw, eh? Why, here he is now. What a shame. Without his head. I bet you've always wondered what that's like, eh, Nick?
Sir, you jest.
It's bound to be around here somewhere. Probably being used in a game. If you find it, I give you my permission to speak with him, my young mortal. It's the least I can do for you for bringing this putrescent gift home.
I love it.
Sir,
He
there's
goes,
another
"Oh, I'll give
matter I
permission
wish
to
to
speak to the
discuss
head."
with you,
Well, not your
if I may.
packet, is it?
Sir Nicholas, how many times do I have to tell you? Our entry requirements are quite clear.
But sir,
we aren't the headless except for a little bit of tendon hunt, after all. Now, please, follow me, and I shall help you find your way out.
Farewell, my young friend. Perhaps your luck with these chaps will be better than mine.
Yeah, well, it's not like he had this Nick can go and freaking do it to, cut his head off, is it?
A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.
A wonderful night for games.
Who will be next to play our little game of hide and seek amongst the pumpkins?
Hello again. Can you help me?
Ah, Sir Nicholas's young friend. Has he abandoned you?
Not at all. I need to speak to Richard Jackdaw. Sir Patrick said his head might be around here somewhere.
Indeed it might be. It is a bit unorthodox to include a mortal, but if you do wish to speak with him, oh, why not? You can speak with Jackdaw if you can find his head amongst these pumpkins. Not just once, but 5 times. Good old Dumfrey will move the head to a different spot each time you find it. Those are the rules. What say you?
If that's
Sure,
what I
why
need
not?
to do to speak to Jackdaw, I'll do it.
Marvelous! Of course, a mortal holding a wand has an advantage over us ghosts. You can simply blast away to your heart's content. Remember, the game's not over until you find him 5 times. Begin! Cast away until you find him.
Oh, what fun! A stick is playing! I've never seen a plague like this. How delightful!
I think it's in the big pumpkin.
Looks like we need to find another pumpkin to hide in, eh, Jackdaw?
Whatever you say, Dumfrey. This is not my finest moment.
I'm glad I won't be the one to clean up this mess.
You make this look easier than it's supposed to be.
Oh yeah, you smash every pumpkin, then you ain't got nowhere to hide, have you?
And a body.
Why did I come back here?
That ghost said I should blast away to my heart's content.
I'm glad I won't be the one to clean up this mess.
Young Jackdaw's no match for you.
Here, ghosty, 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 where are ya?
Thought a mortal would be so good at this. I've almost got him.
Here we go again.
Even notice he comes out.
I could do that too if I had a wand. And a body. I'm glad I won't be the one to clean up this mess. I could do that too if I had a wand. And a body.
Ghosty.
seen it played like this. How delightful.
Oh yeah.
Not too bad for a mortal. Now, say what you need to say to old Jackdaw here, hmm? You've earned it.
Nicely done. But what's going on? You're not a member of the Headless Hunt.
No, I'm not.
Well,
Sir
no,
Nicholas
obviously
said
not.
You might know the location of some pages I'm looking for.
Merlin's beard. I know precisely the ones you mean. I pinched them from Peeves. How could I forget?
Oh, Peeves, of course, Peeves.
The map on those pages led me to my demise. I was not ready for what awaited me in that cave. The pages are likely still mouldering away with my remains. Quite a final adventure, I must confess.
The pages are why you lost your head, and I must visit a cave and search for your corpse.
Yes. You'd think a decapitated ghost would get used to the word corpse. Say, here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you where to go?
I need those pages, so I suppose I'd better meet you. Thank you.
Not to worry. I'll just need to be reunited with my body first. But Dumfrey can handle that. See you at the forest's edge.
Alright. So with that, we're going to end today's session. Yep, so we're going to end today's session. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. Hope you like and subscribe on my YouTube channel if you're watching on there. I hope you also to continue to support the stream. I will be continuing on Thursday with Warframe, doing the weekly Archimedia and an Incarnon farm, as well as continuing Halo. Yes, if you as I said, like and subscribe on my YouTube channel. That helps with the YouTube algorithm. Look after yourselves, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. See you later. Peace.